set of training videos about using Twitter. It's going to show you first of all how to sign up, then it's going to show your following on Twitter, and then it's going to show you lots of different techniques that you can use to extract information from Twitter. Because the key thing about using Twitter is that if connected, it will be a great source in your personal learning network. It will be a great source in terms of you getting information. So if you're a language and you're looking for ideas and activities and links and interesting reading material and video and lesson plans, then if you're well connected on Twitter, you'll be able to get it easily. Now, the first thing to do is simply to sign up. So we're going to take you through the process, and then, as I said, the important thing is to start to build up your following, because if you haven't got a following on Twitter, you won't be able to receive any interesting from other people. So I'm going to show you how to build up your following, and then show various tricks that you can use to help you to control the information that's being sent to you, and also for you to build up your own personal learning network so that people will follow you. And that's what this video is going to do, is start straight away with the first thing is let's sign up and get you started with a Twitter account. So to sign up, fill in the information here. So I've put my name, I've put an email address, and I've put in a password, and now I just click on the sign up button here. And that isn't all the information that you need. You will need some other quite important stuff, which I'll take you through in a second. Let me just close that window down. So it's giving you here feedback, and it's telling you your password is okay, and your username, the username Russell Stannard, is available. Now, it's quite important to think very carefully about your username, because it's a name that people can find on Twitter. So if you wanted to change this, and if you're an English teacher, see, we might want to connect it to with ELT. So ELT teacher, or EFL, for example, EFL guru. You can find, in fact, username is available. Technology, but it's good to have the word EFL, or if you're an English teacher or a French teacher, simply because it means that people recognise that you're interested in particular that particular area. So if you're planning on doing tweets related to technology or related to news or English teaching, then think carefully about the name that you're going to use. Once you've decided on your name, now I made a big mistake on my original account. My name is Russell155, and the reason for that simply was because I wanted to use the word Russell, and then obviously it would already been used up, and it's one of my regrets. And now the account is safe. I really can't change the username now, but had I started from the beginning, and if I was then certainly I would have chosen another different username, and one that was more easy to recognise. In my case, for example, that I'm tweeting about technology in language teaching. So once you build in all your username, etc., etc., just click on create account, and an account will be created for you. So, well, just for the sake of this example, I will be cancelling this actual account afterwards, so it won't really be one that you follow me on. If you want to follow me, it's Russell1955, but I'm actually going to create this account so we can go through the next. So I've signed up now with EFL Guru, English Foreign Language Guru, and I can see that here on the right hand side, and I can also see that they've made some recommendations to follow. Now, I'm not interested in following famous people, etc. You may be. The thing that I'm going to do is completely ignore this part. This is just basically where Twitter is making some recommendations about people you might be interested in following. So I'm going to click on Twitter, because it'll take me to the page, and you'll come to the home page, and then I'm going to see that at the moment, for example, there's no image for EFL Guru, and we need to really kind of build a profile. So the next thing we're going to do is do profile. Once we've done the profile, we're going to start to follow people, because that is, at the end of the day, the most important thing about what we're trying to do. our followers, and then hopefully some of those people will follow us back. So in the next video, let's look at the profiles. Just one very quick thing is that you will need to confirm in the Twitter account that you created, and you need to go to your email account and just simply click on the link to confirm that you are indeed who you are and that you've created an account. So Twitter will send you an email. If I just click here very quickly, see what that email shows, and you simply click on the link, and that will confirm that you are the person you are, and that you've created the account and that you want the accounts to function. And then all the functionality of the account will work. Okay, since I've now confirmed I notice that there isn't the band at the top of the screen saying just that I need to confirm. And the most important thing to do now is to change my and there's lots of things that you can do with your profile. I've just clicked on profile, and the first thing you want to do then is click on edit your profile, and it's from here that you can change quite a number of things. Probably the most important thing is to do the picture. You may want to add location. You may want to put a website or a homepage or a link to a blog. And this is quite important because people will be able to see this information if they look your profile, and so if you've got a job that you want to send people through to, etc., you can also post your tweet Facebook as well. So you want to connect up to your Facebook account, that's a good thing. And then you click on the save button to change your profile and update the information. Again, think very carefully about your bio. So if you're describing yourself and you're a language teacher, say ELT teacher who is interested in technology and currently teaches in whatever country. So it's a good idea to make everything clear as possible, because this in a way is also, I mean, one of the things about Twitter, if you build up a very big following, is that it's quite good for business, it's quite good for so there may be people that will actually contact you via your profile, or certainly find out about what you're doing via your profile, and then perhaps that may lead to some business or etc. So just for that reason alone, it's a good idea to put information in. I won't do that, because what I will do in a minute is jump to other account just to show you an example. But we need really just basically write in some basic information that describes who we are, and then say, again, as I said, if you want to add to Facebook, and I'll just point that out to you, if I just click on here, it will actually open up screen to connect to Facebook, and you need to then sign in to your Facebook account if you want your tweets to be added to your Facebook wall, and that's where they'll be placed in. So if you want to do that, then that's exactly what you need to do, and that can be a good idea as well, because a lot of people don't use Twitter, but they do use Facebook, and it becomes then another way of you sharing your tweets on sharing your tweets to an audience. There are lots of other settings that you can set on profiles. Just come back to the home page, and again I'm just going to click on profile, and then I'm going to click on edit your profile. And what we did was edit immediately the basic information, which is profile. But there are other settings that are available to you at this point, and some of these are interesting. One of the obvious ones is the design, and the design allows you to choose different templates. Now, by default, this is the background that you're given. But of course, change your design and use any of the different design templates. So, for example, your background changes, and if you're happy with that and you save it, then you can simply just click here. Now, change background name. I think that you are able to upload an image from your own computer if you want to do that for your as well. But I think the size of the image is limited to Njei. So make sure it's not a very large image if you decide to do that. I personalise my Twitter not that much. It doesn't change the colours of your design as well, so you can choose other colours, etc., etc. Keep it very standard, but you have got the opportunity to change the design of your page if you want. So we've looked at the design, we've looked at profile, we've also got something here called notifications, and this can be quite important because it tells you what to do when you receive, for example, a direct message from somebody, or if someone marks your in their favourites, or if it's retweeted, and so you can end up receiving absolutely loads and loads of messages from Twitter regarding the action that is taking place on your account. Now my feeling is I do everything from Twitter anyway, so I personally don't have any email activity taking place. There are no notifications because I can see the activity taking place on my Twitter account. But you can, if you want to, have emails sent. If you end up having a big account, then you will end up having a lot of tweets. So just keep that under a lot of emails. So just keep that in mind, because as you're following growth, if you do receive notifications, you're going to receive a lot of them. So my advice is not to bother with notifications, and you'll be able to track most of the things that are taking place on your account, on your Twitter account anyway. You won't need to have emails where people are reading, etc. I'm going to leave mobile. You go passwords. You can change your password. Password that you created was the password that you created in your account. And one interesting thing, this one here, and that, scroll down a little bit. Privacy. My feeling is that really what you should be doing on Twitter is use it professionally. I don't really send anything too personal on Twitter, even in a direct message, just some basic information. I wouldn't use it in the same way I would an email. So really your tweets should be public, because the whole idea of Twitter is to share as much information as possible. So my suggestion is that really, obviously, be about the information that you send on Twitter. Use professional reasons to share interesting links and videos and articles, etc.